Like I was telling some of the guys, I can move up too, fight the middleweight
You're
champion.
a big-ass welterweight.
Yeah, I mean,
You came in there, I was like, God damn. But in shape. It's not like you're this out of shape.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not out of shape, and I'm actually lighter than before. Man. I'm a lot lighter now. I'm staying like mid-90s, I used to go 205, at one point, 208. You know what I mean? So I'm keeping it low because, man, I don't like those massive cuts. The cuts.
It's just not healthy, man. Especially as you're getting older.
Man. Exactly. I'm getting older. I'm getting smarter. You know what I mean? I don't want to cut that much weight. Against Larkin, I didn't cut that much. That was the best cut I've had, and I felt good. I fought 5 rounds. I was fresh. So that's the thing I'm trying to do for this fight. Just stay low. And after that, maybe a middleweight. That's fine. Like I was telling somebody else, I don't want to hold up the division too, though. Yeah. I don't want to be a guy that just fighting these fights that favors me. It's like, nah, man, I want the tough fights. I want the tough competition. I think for me, that's the best way to get the name out there, fighting tough challenges. I'm not here to fight any buns. I belong, in the top. I have the belt. I got to fight who's next.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's important for me.
I hear you, man. Like when Larkin was in here, I asked him his weight. You remember this? I asked his weight, and he was like, who asked another man his weight? Like, he was not happy about it. Just because he's a big welterweight, too, man.
Yeah, Larkin's
he was big. We were talking about food. I was like, hold up. What do you weigh right now? The fight's like in 6 weeks, bro.
He's a big kid, man.
Some really people do that, though. Like, I've seen fighters. I mean, they're huge, man. Yeah. They figure it out. But over time, you can't. There's no longevity in that. And guys are learning, and they're missing weight. They're just it's just not the way to go.
Yeah, man. I never missed weight before, but I got to a point one time where I thought I was gonna die, man. It's like, man.
How so?
It's like 3 pounds left. I've been cutting for like 5-6 hours already, and it's just not coming off, man. I was like, man, if I go back there again, I'm gonna stay there. You know what I mean? I do, but the thing is, comes fight time, I feel good. I'm able to recoup. I'm able to feel better. But man, this last 10 pounds it's a struggle to come out.
Have you seen kind of a change in the way you prepare for fights over the years? Now that you're a veteran, you're a multi-time world champion, have you kind of seen a way, because before you came in, I was talking about how there's no really science yet on how to run a camp. Yeah. Like, we don't know the perfect way to run a camp. Yep. GSP kind of set the blueprint as far as doing all this other stuff and doing gymnastics and yoga and a nutritionist. He kind of came with a more professional attitude towards it, but we don't know. So this guy over here might do this. You might do this. Roy's doing this. Phil Davis doing this. Yep. Everyone's different because it's hard because no one has the answer. Yeah, and and obviously, especially, back in the day, you would spar a lot. You get hit in the head a lot. You'd go have these wars in the gym. But now we know more about CT, brain trauma, stuff like that. Yeah. So at least the smart guys start taking a little bit of that out. So have you seen, as you've gotten older, you've become, this kind of face of Bellator, especially the most, the knockout artist that you are, world champion. Have you seen kind of a change to the way you address camp?
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. Especially after those injuries that I had. I had those crazy knee injuries. I was pretty much out for 2 years, in the best time of my career.
The prime,
right when I got the belt, and then bam, that happened. Infection, I could never walk again. I could have lost my leg.
Jesus.
With the infection that I had. So weird. And, man, like sparring-wise, I spar maybe once. Like in camp, I spar once in 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, I spar one time. Like, man, I don't need that here, man. I don't. I've been fighting for 11 years, been training for like 15, 16. It's like, man, my body's beat.
Yeah, if you don't know how to spar, like if you don't know how to fight at this point, probably not for you.
It's like, exactly. I already know how to fight. What are you wasting in there for? Exactly. I do little gloves like sparring, not banging to the head light, but a lot of hard wrestling, stuff like that. But man, sparring, no.
Once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks when I'm in camp. Right now, I don't even spar. Pads, I kill the pads. I love hitting pads.
Yeah, you
I
go
blast
nuts.
it. I go nuts. I go like I'm fighting, five hard rounds. Wrestling, a lot of jiu-jitsu. I train a lot of jiu-jitsu, but man, for sparring.
Did you grow up fighting?
No. I was never,
Really? In Brazil?
I was scared of fighting. I'm still scared of fighting today. Like, street fight, man. Sign me, get out of here. I'll run. I'll be the first to run if it's a street fight.
So how'd you get to this point? You're a kid and jiu-jitsu was your...
Man, I just loved fighting, but I was just scared of it, like streets and stuff. But I just loved movies and stuff like that, martial arts, but loved it.